All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, FFIE, if you guys caught this play, congratulations, because I believe I was one of the first ones to catch it. We were maybe even the first ones to even notice it because right after AMC and GameStop hype, I posted my video on this particular stock because I expected it to be the next short squeeze. And boy, did this squeeze. It went up a ton. My entry on the stock was 0.82 something, which was very, very cheap. I bought it in pre-market at 8 o'clock. You can watch my last video to see the tweet, not tweet, but the Discord alert that I sent out to my members for this one because I expected it to be a very big short squeeze after AMC and GameStop. They said one of the highest short squeeze, short interest in the market, which was like over 84 or 86%. And the stock squeezed amazingly. On the day that it opened up, that on the day on the pre-market that I took position on, that day the stock went up to 33 cents. So I was like, wow, what a squeeze. The following day, it goes up to almost $1. And I'm just like, well, there goes my $1 target. Let me take some profit, right? And then I keep some shares for what if the stock continues to squeeze up. And boy, does it squeeze up even more today because the stock went from at open around like 87 cents all the way up to $2.35 at the peak. That is from my entry over 2,500%, 2,500% on just shares. Shares, not options. Shares. That's ridiculous. That is insane, insane run. That is a massive short squeeze. So, what I'm going to talk to you guys about in this video is answer a couple of questions. Like, for instance, is this stock done running? Are you late to the party? Or can this stock go up more? And then things like, what kind of setup is it currently doing? Is it worth buying shares at the current moment for another big move, or is it better to go play something else that maybe has a better setup, and so on and so forth? So we're going to talk about that. And if you guys again want to get into the room, link will be in the descriptions below. You can use the code SALE75 for a 75% off of the lifetime membership, or you can choose to use the monthly, which is fine. You can just do the monthly. You don't have to do the lifetime, but I am giving only the lifetime membership 75% off, and giving you guys a chance to catch these plays with me in my Discord. And members did amazing. Members made a lot of profit. We have a lot of people playing stocks, other stocks, but mainly FFIE. And you have people like Shohit here, who's up 2,000% in total. And then you have a new member on the Discord who literally it's a monthly subscription, so he's only paying me $40 a month, but has made a total return of 2,000% on 1,200 shares. He's already paid more of the monthly and then maybe even the lifetime. And this is just another example of how incredible it is. And then of course you have another one right here, 2,394%. I mean, insane, insane, pure parabolic, pure craziness. 11,947 on 1,000% play on only 6,000 shares at average of 16 cents. So even got in a little bit later than me, but still making $11,000. I mean, man, this is what it feels like to get a good win and be early on a play, because this is just profits all around. Profits, profits, profits. So feels great. Feels great to be able to catch a play like this. And maybe I'll find another one that can go up more, and maybe I'll find another one that we can play. I will disclose that I do have 1,000 shares left on FFIE. Those are from way back when I first took it, and I'm just holding them as a lotto, in thinking maybe if FFIE goes up even more, maybe to $3, $4, $5, who knows, I will be happy with it. And I also did take a option play for the $2 strike call option for at least today. I'm expecting some kind of a gap up in the after hours, because it was a pretty nice dip buy. It dropped really hard from the peak, so I was like, this might be a nice little NT for a squeeze back up over the $2 mark in the after hours. And my reasoning for that was because I did see quite a few amount of shorts coming in, and I was thinking maybe that buyers in the after hours are gonna come in and squeeze these shorts out, and get them off the game basically. And so far, FFIE slowly curling back up 14% in the after hours, so could see a nice gap up into tomorrow, and maybe even break that 235. So yeah, let's talk about it. What can you expect from this stock? Well, the first thing you want to look at is, hey, can this stock go ahead and break 235? Now, if it stays under 235 by tomorrow, that's your long setup, right? If it breaks 235, you want to go ahead and you want to buy the stock, and you want to push this to $3 and get as much profit as you can around that $3 mark. But here's the thing. Should you be buying up here when it already ran up over 2,500%? Not really, right? You're chasing a play that's up huge. But can it still squeeze more shorts? Yes, it can. Absolutely. Can the stock go to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $20? Yeah, it can. If more people keep buying, more people, it can keep going up. It can keep short squeezing. But am I going to be expecting that kind of a move? No, that's illogical, right? It can happen, but what are the chances of it happening? Who knows? I don't know. What am I going to do? The smartest thing to do is to not even touch it and play something that else that is doing well and is setting up and is doing better, right? But if you do feel the FOMO and you want to get in on this play, don't bet your entire house. Don't bet your entire car. Don't bet anything that you can afford to lose, because what you are going to be doing is you're going to be losing huge if the stock does not go up but does go all the way back down. And it is very possible for this stock to go all the way back down. But do I think that it's going to go up a little bit more? Yes, I do, because I think that the stock is going to squeeze a little bit more and go to $3, maybe towards $5 at the most. But again, if you're going to be playing it here, you need to know what your risk is, and you need to go in with what you're willing to lose. That's what I am doing. That is how I am playing it. I'm going in with only positions that I am able to afford and can lose and not have to worry about it and not have to lose sleep. Okay, that's the idea. Now, 235 is the breakout that you're looking for. If it doesn't break 235, I would say stay away. If it does break 235, your first target is $3. And then after $3, it's probably going to pull back and it's going to probably get halted a bunch of times. But once $3 breaks, the volatility should increase and you should see a nice little push into $4 to $5 area. So that's basically what you're looking for. If I go to the larger time frame charts and I look at, hey, well, if I look at the weekly chart and I see, hey, where can this stock actually go? Now, I have to do adjusted basis because the stock did a tremendous amount of splits in the past. And yeah, I mean, if I look at it from this perspective, I can see $3 and around $3, $3.50 being a nice bit of a resistance right here, which it can go and test. And if it takes out this $3.50 to $4 area, you have a nice little fair value gap all the way up to 11, which is a pretty decent gap. Like over $3 to $4, you go to $11. That seems like a pretty sweet deal, because that is a gap that it can fill. But again, this stock doesn't matter what technicals are. It's all about volume and all about hype. If it continues to retain hype, it's going to squeeze higher and higher and higher. So that is basically the idea. Technicals aren't as important, but based on the chart, it has a lot of potential to go up more. And if the short interest is still pretty high, it's going to be able to squeeze more shorts out, especially shorts that have gone in around 235 today and are caught now in the after hours, because again, it held really, really well. If I go to just the 1 hour chart and you look at the trend here, the trend is great. If you draw out the trend, it's been doing pretty well in terms of the trend line, and it's been going up nice and steady. It held the trend line today, and it's now doing a nice little flag right here. So if I draw it out, it looks good. It's downtrend reversing on the flag, and it looks like it's about to go up more and break 235. So this is the idea, right? This is what I'm expecting from the stock. I think the stock has a lot of potential still, but just be careful not to buy too much and end up losing a lot of money up here, because it is still up a lot on the weekend. It's 2,500% from 0.8 to 235. It's a huge move, so just be cautious. Okay, now moving on, there's one other thing that I want to mention is Nvidia. Then this is my main stock that I want to watch for this upcoming week, because it does have earnings, and Nvidia has an amazing chart setup here. It's doing an inverse head and shoulder setup. It is almost near all-time highs. If it breaks 950 tomorrow, look for 975 and then possibly 1000. Very nice chart setup. I like it as a long. I will not be shorting it, but I like it as a long. Very, very interesting stock to keep an eye on. And AMD, possible for this stock to also go up. I think this has a lot of potential to the upside, because this one is just kind of being down for a while now, while Nvidia and SMCI has been going up. So keep an eye on this one because this could also get a nice little run towards like 170, 175 area in the upcoming week. Just worth watching because this stock does have potential to the upside. Okay. So yeah, other than that, guys, I mean, these are basically the stocks that I'm watching. I do think SPY is a little overextended after breaking all-time high yesterday. I think we're due for a little bit of a pullback. And then of course tomorrow is the last day of the week, so it's Friday. So you might get a nice amount of volatility to be able to sculpt the SPY and the QQQs and get some good momentum plays on these plays. So keep an eye on these. Of course, I'll be alerting all of the plays I may make in the Discord group. So I'll see you guys in there. And as far as FFIE goes, keep watching it because I don't think it's done. And the way it's looking in the after hours, it looks pretty strong. So yeah, watch out for this one. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.